Om Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatha Nitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitanscha Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitanscha Hare Krishna. So, continuing with the holy invocations, prayers for the divine grace of my Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, all our benevolent Guru Varga. So I am continuing the illuminations on Sri Damodarastakam. Okay. So now, so it's the third verse. Hare Krishna. Starting with Itidrika Shalilabhi Rananda Kunde Shaghoshang Nimajjantam Akhyapayantam Tadiyeshitagyeshu Bhaktair Jitatvam Puna Prematastam Shata Pritibandi. See, while I mentioned continuing the illumination of Sri Damodarastakam, I mean illumination means it doesn't always follow the literal meanings. I repeat, the nature of illumination, meaning not necessarily following always very literal way of the meanings, rather bhavartha, including bhavartha, inner meanings, inner feelings. Okay, that's how our Guru Varga also do their commentary. When our great Guru Vargas engage in presenting their commentaries or purports on different verses of the Holy Scriptures and scriptural precepts and injunctions. Okay, so actually they do the illumination. They actually make the illuminations into the inner meaning, inner feelings of the deeper meanings of those scriptural verses scriptural revelations, including the literal meanings, but their commentaries mean something always beyond just the literal meanings, deeper than the literal meanings. The real meanings of everything cannot be just be literal, so much more than it just appears in a literal way or on the surface. So, itidrika shalila virananda kundi saghoshang nimajjantam akyapayantam tadiyeshitageshu bhaktairjitatvam punaprematastam shatabriti bande. Lighta jalliye dao. লাইটটা জ্বালিয়ে দিতে পারো। ইতি দৃক সলিলাভিরানন্দ কুণ্ডে। গৌরহরি, Gaurahari. Oh Lord, let me find my flow. Let me find my flow of describing about you, explaining the glories of you. So, here Sattyabrata Muni, one of the great devotees, one of the great lovers of Prabhu Damodara, now pointing out towards one great characteristic of Lord Damodara, that by nature he actually drowns his devoted lovers. He drowns his devotees in the pools of his bliss of pure love. Itidrika thus, in this way, Salilavirananda Kunde. So, thus, he drowns his devotees in the pools of the bliss from his own beautiful pastimes. Saghoshanga nimajjantam akhyapayantam. Nimajjantam means he immerses, drowns his devotees in the pools of his ecstatic love. Ecstatic love appearing from, caused by the taste of his pastimes, of his own beautiful pastimes. Here we find there are two different streams of love for Krishna flowing from the heart of the devotees, hearts of the devotees, appearing, manifesting from the hearts of his devotees. One is that they feel love for Krishna, Lord Damodara, just on their own, in a natural way, just by nature on their own. It is always there in their heart. It is always there flowing, that endless stream, endless flow of the natural love of the devotees for their beloved Lord Damodar, always there, endlessly flowing. This is one way of the stream. Another stream or flow is this, that is something wonderfully new love, newly aroused love for Krishna. I repeat, a love newly arising, upsurging for Krishna, which is caused by his endlessly attractive pastimes. Most attractive pastimes, filled with endless beauty, endless attractions, all attractive qualities. So, both ways devotees experience great love for their beloved Lord. This way. Here, in this verse, it is particularly mentioned, this has been particularly being explained, that the beautiful, attractive, beloved Damodar, Lord Damodar, he enjoys to drown the hearts of his devotees in the pools of love ecstasy, love bliss, which is created by Salila, by his own wonderful love arousing pastimes. Not just type of pastimes devotees watching, oh, very nice, okay, nice, fantastic. Not like that. Much more than that. Each and every way of Lord Damodar's pastimes is factually love arousing. Specifically love arousing in newer and newer dynamics and newer wonderful ways with endless ecstatic taste, blissful taste. So, here Lord Damodar is actually drowning his devotees, his lovers, in the pools of that kind of ecstatic love, that kind of bliss, arising from his wonderful pastimes, and inundating the hearts of all those devotees with endless, newer and newer waves of love feelings for him, caused by the one beautiful, most wonderfully beautiful pastimes. Saghosham nimajjantam akyapayantam. And besides, Lord Damodar also mercifully declares, announces among the devotees, those who are desirous of knowing, very eager to know about his opulence and majestic powers, majestic nature, that, although you are after giving this message to them, although you are after relishing experiencing my wonderful opulence and majestic character, okay, majestic power, yet, you know, I am actually conquered only by the love of mine, by your pure love for me. Nothing else can conquer me. Meaning, oh devotees, oh my dear devotees, you can be attracted, you can be glorifying my opulence, great opulence and majestic power, majestic nature. Okay. So, you can relish them. You can have full experience of relishing about my opulence, my gorgeous, gorgeous opulence, my gorgeous mystic power, my majestic power and beauty, greatly majestic nature. And you can also relate to me by being charmed, by being so fascinated, okay, deeply charmed and attracted by the qualities of my opulence and majestic nature. And you can worship me accordingly. But no, I am not really captured. I am not really captured or conquered simply by that way. By your attractive ways of relating with me, worshipping with me, with some with the appreciation, with your appreciation of my great opulence, gorgeousness, majestic nature. So, with all reverence, feelings of reverence, you are relating with me, worshipping me with so much attractions. I appreciate that mood. Okay? I also relish that mood of yours and appreciate. But that cannot really capture me. That cannot really conquer me, that cannot conquer my heart. Myself, my heart is only conquered by your pure love for me. With or without the feelings of experience of my majestic characters, opulence, mystic opulence and nature of my powerfulness, okay, mystically majestic nature and power, okay, I am actually conquered. My heart is actually conquered, and only conquered when you have pure love for me, purely blissful love for me, okay, independent of my experience in your life, that of my almightiness, opulence, grandeur, majestic character. But as beloved, I feel so much attracted to your love for me, pure love for me, blissful love for me, when you relate to me, worship me as your beloved Lord, beyond your reference. Shithilita vidhi raga radha radhe sudami. Some point Guru Maharaj explains, Shithilita vidhi raga radha radhe sudami. Where your devotion towards me, love for me, is not completely influenced by only reverence and reverence, but beyond reverence, it's a pure love, pure heartfelt love, blissful love for me, okay, as your beloved, relating to me as your beloved Lord, Master, the beloved, Lord, the beloved. So, by such character, such nature of your love, I am conquered. But I'm never conquered. I'm not really conquered other ways. Although I can appreciate. I do appreciate your love experience for me, filled with so much idea, experience of opulence, majestic character and reverence. Appreciate. I value it. But my heart is not really conquered by that yet. As much as it is conquered when you relate to me as beloved Master, beloved Lord. That brings to me so much bliss. Lord Krishna also mentioned, that brings to me, to my heart, so much joy and bliss to relate to that quality of love from your heart. Shagho shanga nimajjantam akhyaapayantam tadiyeshitaggeshu bhaktairjitatvam Puna prematastam shatabriti bandi. I again and again offer my most humble, respectful obeisance to the holy lotus feet of that beautiful beloved Lord Damodara. Hundreds of times. Puna prematastam shatabriti bandi. Hundreds of times I offer my devoted obeisance to that beautiful beloved Lord Damodara, who is so conquered, who is thus conquered with the pure love of his devotees. And he himself becomes blissful to taste that quality of love and also makes his devotees taste it, relish it, taste it unendingly, practically drowning them, immersing them in the pools of that blissful love of him. He himself is tasting, relishing, also making his devotees to taste the same. This is Lord Damodar. I will have no time to explain all the verses of Damodarastakam. Next verse. What is the next verse? Barangadeva mokshang namoksha badhingva nachannang brinehang varishadapiha. Barangadeva mokshang namoksha badhingva nachannang brinehang varishadapiha. Idante vapurnatho gopalo balam sadami manasya virastam kimannai. Barangadeva mokshang namoksha badhingva. Nachannang Abrineham Barisha. See, the pure devotees of Lord Damodar never want ordinary type of liberation, moksha. In other words, they are never desirous of, they are never interested in having the common type of moksha liberation which has been described as one of the four Chaturvargas, dharma, artha, kam, moksha. They are not at all interested to have that kind of liberation, because the nature or definition of that sort of liberation means it's a very peaceful state of equilibrium. Very peaceful state of equilibrium filled with some wonderful happiness and satisfaction, effulgence of joy and fulfillment in a relative sense. Living, feeling great, being immersed in some really most blissful divine energy. I repeat, living immersed, living a lifestyle which is immersed in some wonderful joy and delight all around. Brahmananda, which is in other words called Brahmananda, mostly of impersonal nature. But real devotees, the pure devotees, are never interested in receiving that kind of liberation, which is not personally connected, which doesn't personally relate to their beloved Lord with all unending love, with an endless flow of love. Because that type of common liberation is more impersonalistic type, more impersonal type and character. Real devotees are never interested to be awarded, to receive that kind of liberation. They never feel satisfied by that. Rather, they want that quality of divine life in which they can directly relate to their beloved Lord the beloved, the beautiful, bliss-giving beloved, with their more personal love feelings. I repeat, those real devotees factually want to relate, worship their beloved Master, the beloved Lord, with their endlessly deep or endless upsurge unlimited upsurge, limitless upsurge of their devotional love, loving devotional feelings with Him. There is a difference. In other words, the devotees want to be very personal in relation to their beloved Lord. Want to relate to Him with their very personal love. Want to relate to Him, the beautiful Lord Damodara. Relate to her, beautiful goddess Radhika. more the personal, intimate love flow, in which they feel a most personal, loving relationship, personally intense love relation with their beloved, not impersonal type. Because when loving relationship becomes so personal, so personally characterized, so personally so personally influenced, then what happens? The real love, real flow of in-depth love, intimate love, innermost love appears, starts flowing to the endlessness without any limit. But love reciprocation, love flow doesn't happen that way when it is of more impersonal character. Love means more personal, that of personal nature. It's not of impersonal nature really. In impersonal way, some feelings of love in impersonal way can be, that's also great. That can be very great. But it will be different. It's of different type, different quality, different taste. Okay? That is of great, wonderful appreciation, blissful appreciation, or great, most wonderful, inexplicably blissful. All these are also found in impersonal character of love in relation to the Supreme Divine Lord. But when it becomes more personal, love becomes more personal, flow of love appears in a more personal way, innermost personal feelings in relation to the beloved Lord, it becomes so much more intensified, more intense, intimate, real, intense love reciprocation to the endlessness is there, appears between them, the beloved Master, beloved Lord, and the beloved devotee. Beloved devotee and the beloved Lord. Therefore, back to the point. So the real devotees are not interested in a common type of liberation, okay, or having the taste of the happiness derived from the liberation, because they want much more than that. So, Baranga deva mokshang na moksha bodhingba nachannang brinehang barishadapiha idante bapurnatha gopalo balam idante bapurnatha gopalo balam sadami manasya virastang kimannai. I am not going into details explanation of this verse. It's touching some of the main points. Okay. Another wonderful verse of Damodarastakam. what I said. Idante mukham bhojam abbakta nilai. Okay. You don't say that. Barangadeva. Okay, I explain. Next verse. Next one. Idante mukham bhojam abbakta nilai britankuntalai snigdha raktaischa gopa mohuschumbitang bimba raktadharangmi mohuschumbitang bimba raktadharangmi manasyavirastang malangalakshalavai. Is one of the most wonderful, attractive verses of Damodarastakam. Idante mukham bhojam abbakta nilai. The great beauty, wonderful beauty of Lord Damodara's pastimes, play with his own divine mother, Jashoda, has manifested through this verse. Idante mukham bhojam abbakta nilai britankuntalai snigdha raktaischa gopa. The beauty of the face of Damodara Gopala Krishna manifesting in this way. His lotus face now became bluish. His lotus face is now appearing with little more bluish color. His complexion is his very complexion, that of bluish color, wonderfully, very charmingly rain cloud bluish color. So his blue lotus-like face now again becoming imbued with another blue color. Why? Because of a little bit of fear of chastisement of his mother. So, in some mystical way, his blue lotus face, lotus-like face, again becoming imbued with another type of bluish color, complexion. Abbakta nilai britankuntalai snigdha raktaischa gopa. His beautiful hairs are falling all around his shoulders, coming down, decorating his beautiful cheeks and face. His lips becoming more reddish. Damodara Gopala Krishna is now sobbing, crying, tears all over, tears flowing from his eyes, bathing his whole beautiful little body, his beautiful form. He is crying and sobbing. In the mode of sobbing, in the play of his sobbing, he is also crying, and he is having some pouted lips, which looks so beautifully reddish color in a pouted form, looking at his own divine mother Jashoda with tearful eyes. His bluish lotus-like face now again turning, being mixed with the reddish color due to his crying and sobbing. You know, when When a baby cries a lot, even we also cry a lot, our face naturally turns into red, becomes reddish. In a similar way, now Bala Gopala Krishna Damodara's lotus-like face now appearing, manifesting, a slight reddish hue due to his incessant crying and sobbing. Okay, rubbing his eyes and face, appearing in wonderful beauty. Nobody saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Almighty was manifesting in this kind of wonderful form and beauty, sobbing, full of tears, and due to emotional effect of the crying, face getting reddish, trying to melt the heart of his mother. Thus, trying to melt the heart of his mother, so that mother becomes more loving towards him instead of chastising. All his hairs became a bit wild. Now he is wildly decorated. His face now decorated with wildly spread hair locks, beautiful hair locks, contributing to another type of beauty of Bala Gopala Krishna. Most of the time devotees see the beauty of Krishna's face, where Ma Yashoda nicely organized his hair, tied a very nice top knot with flowers. So devotees are used to see that kind of beautiful face of Bala Gopala Krishna. Now they are seeing another type of wonderful beauty. Beauty of the face of Bala Gopala Krishna. Smeared with his tears. Okay. Imbued with the tears, flowing tears, reddish hue, red eyes, reddish lotus petal eyes, looking at his mother in a way, trying to create extra love in her heart, so that she melts, her heart melts, and she becomes more loving towards him instead of chastising. Most beautiful Leela, most beautiful pastimes. And the personality, great devotee like Satyavrata Muni, is relishing this kind of pastimes like anything, endlessly. And he has been describing each and every part of these pastimes, playful pastimes between Bala Gopala Krishna Damodara and the Divine Mother Yashoda. He is not missing any point. He doesn't want to miss any point of the beauty of the play between Divine Mother and Divine Son. So attractive. Each and every point, each and every part is so attractive. Unlike the mundane experience of some attractive beauty, cannot be compared, cannot simply be compared with. Now, so idante mukham bhojam abhyakta nilai britang kuntalai snigdha raktais chagopal. Now, Muhuschumbitang bimba raktadharang me manasyavirastam malangalakshalabhai. And Lord Damodara, beloved Lord Damodara, Balagopala, became successful now in his effort. Upon seeing her son in that way, upon looking at the face and whole form of her son, who is crying and sobbing, tears all over, the black eye ointment also came out and mixed with the tears of the face, and all over red. The Gopala's face now, her son's face turned into red, imbued reddish hue, and bit trembling, looking at his mother in that way. By this time, mother already grabbed him. Got him. Now, after catching her beautiful son, her son Gopala, as she looked at him, she could not looked at him in this condition, she could not but be totally melted now. She could not but, her heart could not but be totally melted with some upsurge feelings of love for her son. What she did, instead of, she forgot chastising Gopala. Now she simply forgot chastising her son Gopala. Upon seeing her beloved son Gopala in such condition, crying and sobbing, and face turned red color, smeared, turned red due to so much crying and trembling, mother understood my son has become a bit fearful of me. She naturally forgot to chastise him. She immediately took his son up on her lap, and started kissing on his lips and all over, kissing on Balagopal's lips and cheeks, all over his face. I repeat, now I feel so much taste. I'm receiving so much taste to repeat it. Repeat this. She simply took her son up on her lap and immediately began to kiss all over, kissing on his lips, beautiful reddish lips, cheeks, all over face, all over Balagopal Krishna, out of upsurge of love. Now it's caused by some wonderful upsurge of love at this moment, but as if she didn't feel that way before. As if she might have felt, but therefore I'm saying as if it appears to be like that. Appears to be like that. Some sort of wonderful love waves, upsurge of love she felt at this moment in relation to Balagopala, Damodara, holding so close to her bosom, close to us, so holding so close to her heart, kissing. Mother Jashoda simply became overwhelmed. Now Mother Yashoda simply became overwhelmed with the upsurge of her love for Gopala and forgot chastising him. See, Gopala Krishna became very successful. And what happened? And now the Gopala Krishna, the beautiful little Damodara child Damodara Krishna, now began to taste that upsurge of love of the coming from the heart of his own mother, expressed through kissing, embracing, kissing, holding him close to her heart, now releasing that to the limitlessness. To the limitlessness, endlessly. Not only the Divine Mother is now releasing, not only Mother Yashoda is releasing her upsurge of love for Gopala, her beloved son Gopala. Now on the other hand, Gopala also releasing that upsurge of love of his own mother for him right now, at this moment, okay, to the endlessness. Endlessness. And such scope of the release of the blissful love of each other would not be felt, would not be experienced unless such Leela, Damobandhan Leela, okay, beautiful naughty Leela of the Lord Damodara Balagopal Krishna would take place. See? Because of such beautifully cute, naughty pastimes, Leela of the Lord Damodara, Gopala Krishna, such scope of such a release of blissful, wonderfully blissful, intense love for each other being tasted. Muhuschumbitang bimba raktadharang me. The way Sattyabrata Muni is describing, Muhuschumbitang bimba raktadharang me. Mother Yashoda started to be kissing the lips of Balagopal Krishna at this moment, again and again, muhu and muhu, repeatedly, again and again, as if no end, as if it's not enough. See, it's never enough. Unending taste. Mahuschumbitanga bimba raktadharang me. Okay, she began to be kissing the lotus reddish lips of Balagopal Krishna and the face again and again, without endless satisfaction, never enough. Manasya virastang malang lakshala bhai. Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukkha Jala Vidhimagnam Kripa Drishti Brishtati Dinang Batanu Grihanesha Mamagga Medhakshidisha. Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukkha Jala Vidhimagnam. Now, great devotee Sattyabrata Muni is now praying to Lord Damodara by addressing him in this way. That, O Lord Damodara, please be gracious on me. O Lord Damodara, please have your mercy, ambrosial mercy on me. have your ambrosial grace bestowed on me. You are a very merciful Lord. You are a most wonderfully merciful Lord, gracious Lord. See, you have been so gracious. You have been so gracious and merciful to distribute, to share the taste of your own love, blissful love. Okay, with your own divine mother Yashoda, your divine father Nanda Maharaj, with your all divine associates, beloved associates of the Braja. Why not to me? Why don't you bestow the same grace, your blissful grace, over me? You are a very gracious Lord. You have been so gracious. You are becoming so gracious. Okay, so gracious around your other Braja associates, loving associates, to embrace them, sharing with them your own blissful love, blissful relish of your love with them. Thus you are manifesting, okay, in such a gracious way with them. Why don't you become so gracious on me too? Okay, embrace my heart. Bestow your loving grace on me, so that I also receive the same blissful, at least similar blissful taste of your love. O Lord Damodara. So, Kripa Drishti Brishtati Dinang Vatanu. Kripa Drishti means, Kripa means mercy, grace. Drishti means sight. Brishtati. Please shower your merciful sight. Please be showering your gracious sight, your sight filled with mercy on me like rain. I am very destitute, Dinang. I am so poor, so destitute, my Lord. Please be so benevolent to be showering your grace, loving grace, mercy on me, such a way so that I also feel, I can also be qualified to relish that same love, what is being shared with your other Braja Gopas, Gopis, your beloved associates of Braja. What you are sharing with them through your such wonderful, beautiful plays, pastimes, playful pastimes as Lord Damodara. Okay, let me also have it. Let me also receive that grace, that same flow of your gracious love and love taste of you. Okay, in my life, in my heart. So please be merciful upon me in that way. In that way. So he is actually praying for a very specific type of tasty grace, very specific type of blissful grace from the Supreme Lord, from the Lord Damodara. What kind of grace? By which he can also feel similar type, at least similar type of love, blissful love, as relished by Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, other Braja Gopa and Gopis, other beloved associates, who are all related to this beautiful Damodara pastimes. the pastimes, playful pastimes of little Damodara. Okay, beautiful child Damodara. So, that's his prayer. This is very specific mode and specific nature of the prayer of mercy. Kripa drishti brishtati dinang batanu grihane samamagga medhakshi drisha. I am not explaining the whole verse, then I cannot cover the whole Damodarastakam. I will just simply remain with one verse only. Then Kuberat majau baddhamurtai bajadbat taya machitau bhakti bhajau kritau cha tatha prema bhakting swakangami prajaccha tatha prema bhakting swakangami prajaccha na mokshe grahame sri damodari. Again, Satyavrata Muni is praying, wholeheartedly praying to beloved Lord Damodara. For what? For his prema bhakti, tatha prema bhakting sakang me prajacha. Please, please, oh my beloved Lord Damodara, please, please bless me, please give me more and more, please bless me with your prema bhakti, ecstatic love, blissful love of you, of your wonderful pastimes, more and more, and make me fulfilled. Make me fulfilled. I don't want anything else. I don't want anything else from you. Only simply bless me, bless my heart, my whole existence with your ecstatic love feelings, blissful love of yours. Okay, then I become so fulfilled, so fulfilled. And the fulfillment, the quality of fulfillment, that quality of fulfillment, nothing can exist. No other concept of fulfillment can exist beyond. I am aspiring, deeply aspiring after, hankering after that kind of fulfillment caused by your blissful love in my life. There is no other fulfillment beyond it, the best fulfillment. That's his mode. Grihanesha. Griha tatha prema bhaktim swakangame prajacha na mokshe grahomesti damodariha. So, Lord, that's all I want from you. You bless me, bless my heart with your prema bhakti. You are known as a great giver. You are known to be great giver, great fortune giver, greatly benevolent. I want to see that. I want to see that from your act, from your practice, from your activity in relation to me. How you give me, how you bless me, how you profusely, limitlessly bless me with your own blissful love, that of endless taste, with the taste that of limitlessness, limitless character. last verse. Namaste stu damne sfuradipti dhamne. This is another world. Last verse of Damodarastakam, another world. Another world of ambrosia, because Radharani is coming there. Srimati Radharani coming there. Namaste stu damne sfuradipti dhamne tadiyo darayatha vishwasya dhamne. Namaste stu damne sfuradipti dhamne tadiyo darayatha vishwasya dhamne. Namo radhikayai tadiya priyayai namo nantalilaya devaya tubham. Namo radhikayai tadiya priyayai namo nantalilaya devaya tubham. So, Namaste stu damne sfuradipti dhamne. See, now Satyavrata Muni, now even offering his wholehearted obeisance to the very rope. You know, because after taking up her beloved son Balagopal Krishna, okay, on her lap, and incessantly, and giving profuse kisses, kissing him profusely all over. Then at some point, Mother Jashoda, okay, brought him down, put him on the ground and tied Balagopala Krishna with the udukhala mortar, butter churning, milk churning mortar. So at some point, I repeat, she took her son down, put on the floor, and tied him with the butter churning or milk churning mortar. So now, looking at this scene, watching this most beautiful play, beautiful scene, that Almighty Lord now got tied by the rope of love of Mother Jashoda now. Now, Satyavrata Muni cannot help himself. Satyavrata Muni now is even offering his wholehearted obeisance to that very rope. With what? Mother Jashoda tied her child Damodara around his belly or waist. He is offering wholehearted obeisance to that dam or that rope, saying, Namaste stu damne. Okay. Because Satyavrata Muni is seeing that rope, looking at that rope, is none other than rope of love of Mother Jashoda, by which the Supreme Almighty Absolute Lord now became helplessly tied around. Spuradipti dhamne. And now next he is offering obeisance to the whole abode of Krishna Gokula. The whole abode of Damodara Krishna, Yashodama, Nanda Maharaj, all the Brajavasis, Gokula. Okay, where this beautiful pastimes is taking place, appearing. So, I repeat, he is now offering his obeisance, his devoted obeisance to the very rope with which he has been tied, Damodar has been tied by his mother, to the place, to that very Gokula, where such wonderful pastimes taking place, appearing with so much wonderful relish, causing, the upsurge of love release, blissful love of Krishna through such pastimes. So that, and where that pastimes taking place, appearing in the place Gokula, offering wholehearted obeisance, bowing down to offer wholehearted obeisance to Gokula, Dhama of Krishna, Damne, Namastestu Damne, Sfuradipti Dhamne. And also offering obeisance to the effulgence emanating from the Gokula all around, blissful effulgence, illuminating everybody, everyone's heart and soul, everything with joy, as if it was the effulgence of joy, effulgence of divine bliss, of love of Krishna. None other than the effulgence of the blissful love of Krishna. Spreading all around Gokula, beautifying all around the Gokula. Sfuradipti Dhamne, Tadyodarayatha Vishwasya Dhamne. Now next he made obeisance. Next he offered his obeisance to Krishna's belly. Krishna's belly, Krishna's waist, around which that rope of love of Mother Jashoda tied. Why? The conception of Lord Damodar's belly, waist, is no ordinary at all. It cannot be understood with any mundane human concept, just mundane concept of some nice human belly or human waist. It is totally different, totally transcendental to the limited mundane concept of human belly or waist. Sattvabrata Muni is aware of the great glory, power of accommodation of Krishna's belly. Krishna's waist. He remembered that pastimes. Once Krishna, he also remembered that pastimes. Once Krishna was eating mud. Krishna was eating some soil or some kind of soil from the courtyard, from his home courtyard. As soon as Mother Jashoda saw it, she came running to Bala Gopal and lovingly chastised him a little. Why are you eating soil? Sometimes baby, whatever they eat, they put in the mouth. That's the nature of the crawling baby. Or the baby just learned to walk, tottering away, walking. So, it was the crawling stage, mostly crawling stage of Balagopal Krishna. He was crawling. At some point he grabbed some sort of mud. Some mud powder, loose mud, and put inside his mouth. And as soon as Mother saw, she came running towards Gopala, towards her son. He immediately forcibly took away all the muds from his handful of muds, and just immediately chastised him, lovingly chastised him a little. Why are you eating mud? It's not okay. My child, Gopala, this is not at all okay to eat mud. Am I not giving you something very delicious to eat? Am I not giving you the tasty foods? Why are you eating mud? Gopala was looking at his mother and laughing, giggling. So, never ever. Thus, she lovingly chastised Gopala. While this way, she was lovingly chastising her son, that you never ever do it, and asked her son, open mouth, some muds are already inside. You remember that past times, therefore he was smiling. Open, Gopala, naughty, my naughty son, open up your mouth, I want to see, take out your mouth, mud. Gopala was very smiling, kind of giggling. In the first place, he didn't want to open his mouth, more giggling and playing with his mother, because you know sometimes the way childs react, little children react, sometimes they want to play with their mother and father, they don't want to easily listen to them, to get into play with them, naughty way. They will listen, they will accept it at some point, but not so easy way. Maybe they want to disturb their mother and father a little bit in a playful way, not straightly listening to what they are saying. It's a part of their naughty play. So, similar way, Gopala started doing that with his mother, not really immediately opening up his mouth, giggling and closing, keeping his mouth closed. At some point, mother became very determined. Mother became more particular. When he found now my mother is so determined, at some point he listened. So, as soon as he opened his mouth, immediately Mother Jashoda immediately had a vision. He had the vision of the whole universe inside Krishna. As she was looking through the whole universe, looking through Krishna, whole universe. She did like this, and what I'm seeing. What am I seeing? And again Krishna closed the mouth and started giggling. Again opened up the mouth, now playing, now having another type of play with his mother. Now Mother Jashoda simply asked her son to open up mouth so that she could take out the mud. What son was already chewing, take out. And in the process of taking out the mud, as he opened up the mouth, in the process of taking out the mud, she was astounded. She was simply astonished with what she was seeing. She was looking at the same time slowly taking out the mud from the mouth, from inside the mouth of Bala Gopala Krishna, and looking at what is she seeing. Then he took out the mud, Gopala closed, and he looked at the Gopal, asked him, open up again, open up your mouth again, opened up. Again she saw the whole universe inside Krishna, inside the mouth of Gopala Krishna, looking through the Udara, as if looking inside the Gopala body. Very mystical vision. She was very astounded. Yet, now by the very strong, powerful influence of Yogamaya, came into play with Mother Jashoda. Next moment, she didn't want to give any importance. Maybe she thought, maybe something, I'm having some mystical vision. I'm having some mystical vision in the mouth of my son. It's not that true. Not that true. For some reason or other, there might have been some sort of mystical influence in this area, around this environment, and caused by that, because of that, having some mystical vision inside the mouth of my son. inside the body of my son, I am seeing the whole universe within my son, including myself. She could also see herself there. Whole Gokula, everything represented there. Within that universe, even the Gokula, including herself, all, whatever outside, all she found inside. She was very surprised, great surprise. But next moment, she just managed to forget all this, not putting so much importance to that opulent manifestation of her son, to the majestic, opulent manifestation of her son. She forgot, she thought. She just took it off. Okay, I saw something most wonderful, something very great, very astonishing inside the body of my son. Yet it might have been caused by some mystical power dwelling in this environment of Gokula. Anyway, something I saw, very wonderful, opulent, some mystical opulence is fine. Maybe my son becoming now blessed with some higher mystical power and potency, kind of. But it's not a reality. For some reason or other, I'm having this vision inside the mouth of Gopala. It cannot be true. Temporary vision. Then again, with some great wonders, feelings of great wonders, she again asked Gopala to open up the mouth. Maybe third time. And this time, Gopala opened up the mouth, she saw nothing. This time, just normal. Now she felt, see, I knew this is all temporary, mystical manifestation of something caused by. He is my child, normal child. See, nothing is in the mouth of Gopala. It's okay. And whatever remnant part of the mud was still there, she took out and washed. Now Gopala became very happy, mother also became very happy. So back to the point. Satyavrata Muni could recollect that first times. Remember it. That what is the glory, what is the great glory, magnanimity of the belly of the Gopala is no ordinary belly. But Mother Jashoda tied with the rope around. Oh, Gopala's belly means it's a dwelling place of the whole universe, universal creation, everything. Okay. So he was paying obeisance to that Udara, means belly of Damodara, which is now tied around with the rope of, rope of love of Mother Jashoda. So Namaste to Damni, Namaste to Damni, Spurat Dipti Dhamni, Tadiyo Darayatha, Vishwasya Dhamni. He is also mentioning in his Taba, in his verse, he is already mentioning, O Gopala, O Lord Damodara, your belly is not any simple normal belly. Okay? It is Vishwasya Dhamni. It is a dwelling place of the whole universe, Vishwa, whole universe. So I offer obeisance to your great belly. Okay? To your belly of great, great quality. Tadiyo darayatha vishwasya dhamni. So, see. Namoradhikayai tadiya priyayai. Before going into explanation of these two last lines, okay, let me repeat. Let me give more illumination into the inner meaning, very meaning of Damodara. In this connection of explanation of Krishna's belly, Udara. Let me explain a little bit more into meaning. Very literal meaning and the inner meaning of Damodara. Damo udari jasya, sa Damodara. Damo means rope. We all know Damo means rope. Udari, the rope which is decorating his belly, called Damodar. The Supreme Lord, the beautiful Supreme Lord in his child form, Damodara form, whose belly or waist now has been adorned, has been decorated with the rope of love, whose belly has now been tied with the rope of love of Mother Jashoda. In other words, whose belly is decorated with the love ties of Mother Jashoda. Decorated with the ties of love, ropes of love of Mother Jashoda, called Damodara. Damo udari jasya. In other words, the beautiful Supreme Lord in the child form, Balo Gopalo, whose transcendental belly or waist now is decorated with the ties of love, pure love, ropes of love, Vatsalya Prema of Mother Jashoda. And he has been so helplessly bound in that way and relishing to the extreme. Relishing this binding, relishing being tied in such a way, being bound in such a way to the extreme. Both are relishing. Mother also relishing to tie her Gopalo with the ropes in such a way to have some control, having loving control, over her son Gopalo now her possessive feelings over her son Gopalo is now fulfilled. Okay? Now she is also relishing some happiness, relishing some great happiness, being able to ultimately tie her naughty son, naughty but beautiful son, beloved son Gopalo, in this way. And the Gopalo himself also relishing to be bound, to be tied by his mother to the limitlessness. To the limitlessness. One is so happy and satisfied by binding, by tying, and another is so happy and satisfied, so blissful by being tied by the rope of love. So, this is Damodara, very meaningful name. Therefore, in this song, Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite, Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhu addressing Krishna also as Damodara in relation to Srimati Radharani. Rupa Goswami Prabhu has already addressed Lord Krishna by the name Damodara in close relation with Srimati Radharani. You remember, Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe Hari Nishkuta Brinda Vipineshe. Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe Hari Nishkuta Brinda Vipineshe. Srimati Radharani, he was actually addressing to Srimati Radhika in relation to Krishna who manifested in her life as Damodara. Meaning something, again meaning another deeper way in relation to love of Srimati Radharani for Krishna. In Damodarastakam, the connection context is the love of Mother Jashoda. Mainly the main context is mainly the love of Mother Jashoda for Damodara, her child. Here, in the song Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite, here what Rupa Goswami Prabhu is meaning deeply, meaning sublimely, is that it's a love of Srimati Radharani for her beloved Krishna, Lord Damodara. Here, instead of love of Mother Jashoda, Vatsalya Prema, here he means Madhurya Rasa Prema. Madhurya Prema of Srimati Radharani for her beloved Lord Damodara. So, Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe. So see, there, Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhu describing Srimati Radhika as dressed up in such a beautiful, attractive way, so that it arouses the newer and newer love waves, upsurge of love in the heart of Damodara, her beloved, for herself. I repeat, Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe means Srimati Radharani dressed up, presenting herself, being dressed up in such a way, so attractive way, so that it deeply fascinates her beloved Krishna, deeply attracts the heart of Lord Damodara, her beloved Lord Damodara, and arouses, arouses more intense love for Srimati Radharani in the heart of the beloved Lord Krishna. More and more, in abundance. See, and she will be relishing that. She will be greatly relishing the new rise, intense upsurge of love of Krishna for Srimati Radhika. And again, on the other hand, and that relish by Srimati Radhika about love of Krishna for herself, now giving further rise of the newer, endless love of Krishna, endless love for Krishna in her heart, and presenting that, offering that to be relished by her beloved, reciprocative, very much reciprocative in relation to each other. Such type of reciprocation, such kind of reciprocation is arousing each other's love for each other, one another's love for one another, to the endlessness, giving rise, arousing one another's love for one another to the limitlessness. Through united, reciprocating love feelings. So, Rupa Goswami Prabhu addressed Krishna as Damodara. Why? Because the same Lord same beloved Lord is also here helplessly tied by the rope of love of Srimati Radharani. Instead of being tied by Mother Jashoda, herein, same Lord is now helplessly tied, bound by the rope of the blissful love of Srimati Radhika for Krishna. So similarity is there. They are also Krishna bound. They are also Krishna in the child form, becoming helplessly bound, tied by Mother Jashoda. Here also Krishna being bound. Here also helplessly being bound with the love ties of Srimati Radharani. Intense love ties. Gaur Hari Bol. Dayal Nitai. Dayal Nitai. Dayal Nitai Gadadhara Prabhu. Mahaprabhu. Advaita Prabhu Sivas Mandir. Dayal Nitai. Gaur Hari Bol. Mahaprabhu, Gaur Sundar. So, Namo Radhikayai Tadiya Priyayai Namo Nantalilayo Devaya Tubham Namo Radhikayai Tadiya Priyayai Namo Nantalilayo Devaya Tubham. Now the great devotee Sattyavrata Muni, naturally remembering, not just remembering, naturally seeing Srimati Radharani in relation to Lord Damodara. Now he is actually seeing Lord Damodara more both ways, in Balagopala form, because the name Damodara was given from that state, and childhood stage of his Leela, Balagopala form. At the same time, Sattyavrata Muni also looking at, visualizing Krishna Damodara in the juvenile state, juvenile form, when he did so much Leela with Srimati Radharani. He engaged in intimate pastimes of Srimati Radharani. Both ways. He is seeing the common ground. Sattyavrata Muni is seeing something greatly common between Damodara Leela in Vatsalya Prema, more Vatsalya mood, and the same Lord Damodara in relation to Srimati Radharani, also more hidden Madhurja taste, Madhurja Rasa taste also, in relation to Srimati Radharani, in relation between Lord Damodar and Srimati Radhika. Therefore he is wholeheartedly paying his obeisance to the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani here, addressing her as beloved to Damodara. Namo Radhikayai Tadiya Priyayai, addressing Srimati Radharani as beloved to you. I wholeheartedly pay my obeisance, offer my obeisance to the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, Radharani, who is so beloved to you, my Lord. If I don't pay, if I don't offer my obeisance to the Bhagavati, goddess, the very goddess of all your love here, then my prayer to you in this Damodarastakam will remain incomplete, will not be fulfilled. So at last, in conclusion, in two conclusive lines, Sattyavrata Muni is now offering devoted obeisance to the holy lotus feet, glorious lotus feet. Glorious lotus feet, why? Because even that lotus feet is even adored, embraced, accepted on the head by beloved of Srimati Radhika, beloved Lord of Srimati Radhika, Krishna. So Srimati Radharani's lotus feet has transcendental glories, has got immense, unlimited transcendental glories and qualities. No less than the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Now Sattyavrata Muni offering obeisance, offering his devotional obeisance to that lotus feet, that quality, that glorious lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, addressing her to be the beloved most, topmost beloved queen of Damodara. So, Tadiya Priyayoi means top beloved. Namo Nantalilayo Devaya Tubham. Thus, at last, at the conclusive lines of Damodarastakam, Sattyavrata Muni actually worshipped, adored not only Damodara, Radha Damodara. Radha Damodara, both goddess and god. Beautiful goddess and beautiful god. Okay. And then he concluded Damodarastakam. See, in these last two lines, he glorified Lord Damodara in relation to his beloved most, top beloved Srimati Radharani. Paid obeisance to her, the supreme divine goddess, the beloved of Lord Damodara. And he did it not only for the pleasure, satisfaction of Srimati Radharani, but also for the top satisfaction, pleasure of Damodara. Damodara Krishna, he knew if he offers obeisance to the lotus feet of his topmost beloved, Lord Damodara will be more pleased with him to accept his loving obeisance and bless him accordingly. Bestow his blessings and grace unlimitedly. So Sattyavrata Muni also wanted to captivate Lord Damodara in this way, so that he receives his grace, mercy in his favor, that of best quality, okay, to the best. Sattyavrata Muni trying to conquer Damodara's heart in this way, by worshipping, by adoring, by devotionally worshipping the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani at last. So much more glory to speak, so much more to describe, but today I humbly remain here. Jai Saparikar, Saparikar Radha Damodara Jiu ki jai, Saparikar Radha Damodara Jiu ki jai, Shri Radha Govinda Deva Jiu ki jai, Sri Sri Radha Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohana Jiu Ki Jai.